Hello and welcome. Welcome to Drakenmemoria. What day is it tonight? Well, it is our D&D night. If you're watching this on Wednesday, it's live. If you're watching this on Friday, it's a rebroadcast. When you think about it, there's a little element that's kind of funny because if you're catching this on Wednesday, because it's live, I will if you try and write something in a chat, I have very little attention or time to give to the chat. But the players can actually respond to the chat. But on Friday, it's the opposite because you're not there and I am. So I can respond to the chat, but you can't. So it all balances out. And I have visual confirmation. I'm the only one who finds it funny. Alright. We don't need a thunderstorm in the background. Alright, so. If you like the thunderstorm in the background, that's ambient mixer. If you like the world map, that's... Wow. Are you sure you're okay, Sam? You're muted. Alright, if you like the... You're not muted? No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you at all. We can hear you now.
I was muted on my headphones. Okay. I've been talking this whole time. Okay, that makes sense. Because I wasn't muted on Discord.
Okay. You're reassuring me. You're alive. That's good. Alright, what was I saying? Oh yeah, thunderstorm in the background, that's ambient mixer, world map, it's wonder draft, dungeon map, dungeon map, just like battle map and dungeon map, like this one. That's Dungeon Alchemist, and town map, that's Canvas of Kings. That's everything I need to say for the video. Make sure that I'm legally okay for not being sued. But to be honest, I think that I really don't have to worry about Wonderdraft and Canvas of Kings, because they do say in their description that they want to have this tool usable for everyone at all time, and anything you make is yours. So I think I don't need to mention them all the time, but Dungeon Alchemist, maybe. Yeah, what else is there to say with all of this? Okay. So, as you can see, Jorg is still not there. Like I said, he's probably not gonna be back for a long while, and I haven't heard anything about Tobiashi, so even though we have multiple Tobiashis on the battlefield right now, none of them is him.
None of them are real.
That's an interesting statement. Is Tobiashi even real? Technically, did he die when he transformed into a jelly person?
I think he did. I think he was taken over by a weird parasite with all his memories.
Yeah. So, maybe Tobiashi actually died a long time ago. And it's just a memory of him that's being kept alive through this jelly parasite. Interesting. Alright, so, what happened last episode? The party kept on fighting. That's always good. The wall were attacked by gargantuan monsters, purple worm to be exact. The enemies were trying to climb the walls, and more projectiles were launched on and over the walls. Even after winning fights after fights, slowly the fort was losing its integrity, and with every attempt, the enemy managed to get a little bit closer. A bold decision, however, managed to turn the tide of events. One party member, audience, I lost my place. Decided to make a coordinated attack on the command capability of the enemies and take out those coordinating everything, the attack. The victory was then used as an intimidation tactic. The strategy worked, and the enemy operated. That's weird. A strategic retreat in order to regroup those whose morale held, at least, because a large portion of enemy simply fled. And to be quite honest, Remy is probably the only one who can actually see that through the mist because of the cowl that you have. Everyone else, you just saw a whole bunch of people retreating through the shadow, through the mist, the fog. So for you, they all just went to regroup, but Remy sees just a little bit more, and you see that actually between 2/3 and 3/4 of the flags have retreated. That being said, only one of the warlords' army retreated, so there's still a decent amount of enemy on the other side. But a lot of those minor flags and things which could have been both good and bad for the discord, last minute discord, have left the battlefield. So less target, but also it's going to be easier for whatever command structure they have left to control everything. You can also see, Remy, that their flying ship has landed on the other side of the fog, and the enemy is preparing something, although you don't know what exactly. So
It's moments like these where Raimi misses Civ.
everyone misses Civ. But you can always have a missive.
Well, I would hate for us to make a mistake.
I'll try and come up with an NPC called Steak. Probably a kobold. After Pickle, we got Miss Steak. We only need fries and we got a full meal. Oh no, we need someone.
She's more than a mistake. She's the whole damn meal.
But we need someone who's going to be called Garlic Bread. Now you got everything. So, as you gave the order for all of your allies to regroup inside of the fort, you find yourself in front of a lot of people. Like I said, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dwarves, all healers, which came back to the fort. There were more, but like I said last time, priests of war, so it's a win-win for them. Those who died in war, and those who survived gets to drink. So you also have about 12 Tobiashis who just joined this really weird moment when the audience just asked, just one, the others go away. You got in surround sound, well, and they all laugh unless a single representative. They all went to the wall. And at the very last moment, just before you close the gate, there's a group of 5 bards that joins the fort. they all arrive and have that moment of, woo! That was one heck of a run. Whole lot of people chasing us out there. So, I'm hoping that you got something to eat and drink because that was one heck of a live performance. And then he looks at all of you, most of you looking a bit tired. Oh. So we're on that side, huh?
We're doing pretty good. There's just a lot of them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Fisher, audience, and Remy, you don't look that tired, but you're surrounded by about 40 people who all look beat up. So there are more people that look beat up than people that look good right now. You have members of the garden who joined you. You have Longshot, Bertrand, Sierraf, Kazin, Cooldown, and Antasia, who are standing around you right now. You have Azidra and Isalna also. Last minute, you see Arunak dragging its near almost dead carcass toward you. He looks like a piece of driftwood. He doesn't have any leaves left. His trunk, his main trunk, looked like it took a 5 or 6 shot of a really big battle axe made to kill tree ant. In other words, he's got 1 hit point left.
Ramy just goes, "All right, boys, take 5."
He hears, "Oh, tank. Oh, no, that's right. You don't have a pool with a nymph. Oh, never mind." The dwarves take a little bit of time when they see him arrive. Oh, wow. Do you need help? Tree elemental thing. He looks at them for a brief moment, with one of his eyes just wandering off another direction, but 2 others just looking at him. Say that again, and I'll guarantee you won't like what you take back home. Never mind then. Here, let me assist you. And so, what's the plan for the next part? That one felt a little bit bad. You got the dwarfs, and, well, we're kind of a bit outnumbered, but at least we're all together. You hear a group of 3 dwarves in the background saying, "Hey, at least they got something to drink. Why did you leave that barrel next to the door?"
Don't touch that.
Why?
It'll drink you.
Okay. You hear one of the bard that's there said, "That's a nice proposition."
Not in a good way.
Oh, never
Your
mind.
blood. Until it's all gone.
For some reason, Tobiashi just look at you as if everything that just happened is completely normal.
I'd say it's still par for the course from when he was with us.
Yeah. That's why he's not surprised.
Yeah.
Of course, Azidra and Isalna also don't look surprised at all. Isalna looks like she's mostly had a lot of fun. Zedra looks exasperated by the fact that Isana had so much fun. The rest of the adventurers of the garden all come to greet you all, one by one. Longshot, asking how you managed, how you held here. Looked a little bit hard from the outside, with all the worms attacking. And even though you saw him now on the battlefield, and he looked like he's taken a whole lot of confidence and can tear through people at a very fast pace, he still talks with just his little timid voice of, well, it just appeared like you had your handful with those giant worm attacking each side. That I'm not gonna lie, that looked a little scary.
It had the potential to get out of hand, but I think we actually bottled it up pretty well.
Oh yeah. Well, now you can at least claim that you managed to kill a purple worm. That's not a lot of people can actually brag about this.
I mean, audience almost soloed it over on that side.
As Aronak is being healed, he just says, actually, I'm the one who killed it.
Yeah, but good job.
And from inside of you, Fisher, you hear Terranad say, and Terry killed the other one.
Yeah.
Almost all by himself.
I mean, he immobilized it so the rest of us could take it out.
Yeah, that's always good. Keep telling yourself that. If it helps you go into sentry mode without problems.
I think you don't understand how fighting works.
Yeah, of course.
1,000 cuts still does more damage than one big cut, usually.
Audience, you have a dwarf looking at you saying, does he always talk to himself like this?
Sometimes, not always.
Only
That's-
when I'm about to go insane and kill everybody.
The dwarf stops talking. Bertrand and Siaraf don't say much. They just look at all of you. Siaraf always quiet, always elegant, just gives you a nod. Sort of both acknowledging that you're there, you are the leader of this place right now, and that she's listening to what you have to say. Bertrand looked like a lost puppy, always trying to be near Siaraf. Kudown is always quiet, always evaluating everything. Kazin, however, has a bit more of an emotional response. He comes to greet you, Fisher, and it's a warm greeting, a full arm shake greeting, and just grabs your arm, grabs your shoulder, gives a good shake, and just tells you, "Now that's my student."
Been a while since you handed me my ass on the way to where were we going? That assault in the mountains that first time, huh?
Well, don't worry. I can still do it. But I have to say, I am really impressed by what you did. Putting so much on the line for a stranger. Holding back impossible odds. A near unavoidable death sentence to protect someone. I'm proud of you. And you can feel the sincerity in that. That's something you've ever only heard from another Dragonborn, the one who taught you how to fight. But he's honest. And you can feel it. He's honest.
Well, thank you. I'm proud of us too.
Let's just hope that's not a death flag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, then. Exactly.
You know, just-
You never really know what you're made of until you go up against odds that
Exactly.
are coming out.
Now, tell me, how are you going to discover that you are made of tempered steel instead of thin?
I mean, there are more ways.
Well, you know, he just asked you, know, so now tell me, how are you going to solve this situation right now? That's what he was asking. His way of going with what you just said and asking that very delicate question of,
Now what?
what's your plan now?
I mean, the main issue. Well, a couple main issues. There's the ship, obviously, although now it's been damaged, but I don't know how much it'll been repaired after retreating. But its shields had been down and its hull had started to take damage when it left. We still have 2 towers left.
2.5.
But if
One
2.5
won't be able to take
Yeah.
much damage, but it technically is.
If it comes back, obviously, if our towers are destroyed, the only one who can maybe do something is I'll look over at the Archer, besides the chance of us boarding it. But at least in terms of raw power from the ground. The other issues are obviously the high-level mages remaining on the enemy's battlefields. Although I don't know how involved they will get.
Bertrand says, yeah, I've noticed that as well. I really don't know why. He just seems, one of them, he just seems to stay there and watch everything. And Tessia says, that's Theodrin. I really don't know why he's there. It's not him to be there. He's not that kind of a mage, usually.
What kind
He
of mage
seems
is
to
he?
just be observing.
He'd rather observe from the comfort of his tower, not actually be here. Not actually being this bold, this forward. It's a little bit out of character, if you understand what I mean.
A little bit or like a lot?
Are we sure that's the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Is it
pretty
just
sure.
a little weird or is it...
I mean, it's not completely out of character, but it's very unusual. He's not that aggressive usually. He'll pay people to do things. He'll hire his own staff to go on quests like this. This is one of the main reasons why I never stay at the tower. I'm always wandering the world. It's a great place if you want to learn magic. They have incredible resources, but always being under the thumb of this headmaster has never sat quite right with me. So that's why I never stay there all that much. But that, I mean, if he has an interest in something, he might leave the tower. But it's not going to be to just stand there, confident to the point of arrogance. He would establish secondary tower somewhere to watch things unfold. Just give himself a better point, a better advantage, so that he can see better, so that he can treat all of this as you would a chessboard. But actually being there, that's unusual. And why wait? He knows so much. If he had decided to attack us, I think this little fort wouldn't have held much. Why is he waiting? What is he waiting?
He might be waiting for less competition.
I mean, that could be a bit on brand, but I mean,
Raimi, minor illusions, the exiled. Sorry to think for a second.
No, I do understand this. Many mage have a contingency for if an exile falls. It's a rare occasion. She looks back at the exile and she notices that there's a dwarf and a Tobiashi flanking the exile, taking turn asking questions. He would be interested, but that's what I mean. What he would normally do would be conjure a secondary tower where he could watch everything and not be there on the battlefield. He's honestly not that secure of a person. There's too much chance that one of you would try something like you just did. I mean, yeah, he's probably has 5 different protections for 5 different ways of circumventing barriers and things like this. He would be much better equipped than this commander that you vaporized. But he wouldn't just be there. It's a level of confidence that's, quite honestly, makes my skin crawl.
Raimi will repeat himself, though maybe with a bit of emphasis. We sure that's the guy? Like, as he just cast disguise self on himself to make him look like him.
I can always try to reach out to him. We'll know for sure.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
All right.
To at least get a better idea what he's up to.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. I'll go and try to prepare something. I mean, I can always just amplify my voice, but that means everything he's going to say and I'm going to say will reach everyone, everywhere. But I don't have any higher spell capability anymore. Not for today, anyway.
Raimi makes a hoo 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 hoo.
The messenger, I guess. Do you have a discreet one? Because there's still a lot of people out there. It may get intercepted.
Got an owl.
No, if you're confident that it can actually reach, it's always an option. All right.
Why don't you draft up a message and we'll make sure it gets there.
All right. She looks around. Oh, our tent has been destroyed. All right. Well, we'll go into one of the soldier tent. She goes to write a message.
So, Raimi minor illusions the ship, and then followed by a question mark.
Kazan and Kudan
Yeah,
says immediately say something when you show this. Well, I mean, Kudan's probably the most proficient one once inside the ship. Can either try to hijack or crash it. So that one way or the other, that could settle that problem. The problem is getting him there. I don't mind helping him. But that might implicate us only being able to help you on that. If you find that an acceptable limitation. We don't know what kind of defenses they have inside. They wouldn't need to kill us to prevent us from doing anything. They just need to stall us.
How big was the ship in possible in like staffing crewing it terms?
It's a medium ship. It's so standard ship. It's on the larger side of a standard ship, but still that means that there can easily be, depending on the inner configuration, it can be as high as 60 people inside. So it's still a lot of people, but you know, it's not a problem. Kazin is probably at least as good as you in combat, as you in audience, and he's going to be with Kudown. So the problem isn't getting through all of those people. The problem will be getting somewhere
Doing it
while
fast enough.
getting through everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be outside of this fort, so if anything goes wrong, I'm pretty sure we can just use the orbs and get back to the garden. But that means that you'll be on your own for at least the rest of the day. We won't be able to get back here for a few hours at least.
Well, I think they may only do one more assault. They don't have a lot of their army left.
So does that mean that you'd rather have us here, or that it's not a sacrifice that you mind too much having us do this and orb out in the worst of case?
I don't really mind, yeah.
Okay.
I'm currently most worried about the ship,
Yeah.
as it's able to rain down a lot of destruction that we don't have really another counter for.
All right. Well, as long as they don't use priests, they won't be able to recover their ability to have a barrier. At least not for a while. So we're okay. But
How you planning on getting up there?
Well, that's kind of the easier part. As long as their barrier is down, we can simply just reach out. The problem is the barrier itself. As so long as the barrier holds, we can't be sure that this barrier is not designed to prevent us. So any attempt, whether physical or through arcane means, could be met with very painful consequences.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can get those barriers down, we'll be able to get inside. I mean, we got a few things. Cooldown just looks at all of you for a brief moment as it's something that can be arranged. From dimensional doors to simple misty steps. And simple ability to fly. Winterfang has given me many of those abilities, so I can easily cover that part. But just like Kazan said, the barrier. That's...
Raimi slowly pulls his hand back, pulls out the lever.
Possibly.
Arunak says something while his leaves are suddenly starting to go back up a little bit as the dwarf heals him. Well, isn't the problem that you actually have to make contact with the ship? Then you'd have to be inside of the barrier. But that's an interesting idea once you're inside. They wouldn't even need to get to either the bridge or the engines itself. They just need to find a conduit. Plug the lever in there, shut everything down, the ship falls.
They know how to get in and out, right?
Kudown and Kazan both look at... So long as you get the barrier down, absolutely.
That maybe he shakes his head to clarify. I guess since he was... I'm assuming he saw at least the blurry image of a crew member. I guess so, like minor illusions that and points and repeats.
Kazan and Kudown are not that used to speaking to you, so they're a bit lost in what you're meaning, and they look at Audience and Fisher for help in understanding what Remy means.
Remy, are you... trying to say they go in disguised? I don't see how that would work.
So Raimi shakes his head.
All right.
Every house has a door.
Yeah, like a crew entrance.
Maybe nods.
Well, yeah, I think that doesn't... I mean, I think that's another thing that's past the shield.
It's like, Raimi, when you say the word shield, points at you. Repeats the word shield. Minor illusions, a door.
Horunak looks at you and says, don't you have a way to get through barriers? I think that's what he means, but... You know, you've been summoning me in very sporadic form. I don't know everything you have.
I don't think so. I mean, not one that doesn't would block teleportation.
Raimi sits cross-legged, trying to get across his meaning, like thinking about how to get his meaning across.
While you're thinking, Longshot says, "Well, I feel like I'm a bit useless now here because most of what I've been doing is manning the fort and getting reinforcements. So unless you have something to talk about regarding the troops defending the fort, I guess that's my contribution here. So I'll rejoin the troops if you don't mind." Goes to the wall to one of the Tobiashis. Zidra and Isalna looks at one another. Well, Isalna says, "There are always ways to circumvent defenses, but we'll need someone who's a bit bold. I mean, going off of the idea of mixing with the crew of one of the ship, I mean, we'd have to have a very brave someone try and pass as a crew member trying to get inside of the ship. I mean, they did land, so I'm guessing they are replenishing supplies. I guess there would be an opening there. But that would be a lone saboteur."
Did we see where they landed?
On the other side of the mist. Remy could see the ship. It landed. Didn't do anything straight away. But there's definitely a lot of people gathered around it, and they're definitely doing something.
Well, we know the barrier was broken before, so they're probably at least attempting to.
Coup down does underline once again, the barrier is broken, but if they have priests, they can restart it.
Yeah. But, I don't know, can they get it back to full power or no?
I don't know that. If you're asking me if it's possible for someone to fully restore the barrier of a ship, yes, it is. But do they have enough magical, divine energy to do so? That is the variable I do not know.
Well, we know they have some wizards, but we don't know about priests.
You can boost the core of a ship through divine magic, and you can boost its attack potential through arcane magic.
How far away did it land?
It's on the other side of the mist, so probably something like 600, between 600 and 700 feet.
600 feet. I mean,
what's the range on clairvoyance?
Isn't it 1,000 mile?
I think it's
1,000
more.
feet.
I mean, I think you could clairvoyance it if you want to use that.
Mm-hmm.
Clairvoyance.
Then we could get a good look
1
at
mile.
what's actually happening over there.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I will ask Terry to take a peek.
All right. Terranad will add to this. I hope someone else wants to go with him because he's not going to understand what he sees.
Well, I believe we still have the
I'm just saying. Should
telepathic
probably
bond
recast this because we've been talking for more than 10 minutes.
telepathic bond
Realize
lasts
I was
like
muted.
an hour, doesn't it?
I mean, it's like, I, the player, am uncertain about how long it has been since the last casting. And besides, clairvoyance takes 10 minutes anyway. So
Oh,
the only reason I know that is because I can cast it too now. But
Right.
so no sense in, it's like, I mean, what I mean by that is might as well use our time wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Terry. Clairvoyance. 1 level 3 spell. So, he's got 2 left until the end of the day. Alright, so you start casting. Remy, you can probably understand the feeling of uselessness that Zedra feels because she is a pure rogue as well. She's just looking at everyone and says, well, as long as no one gets inside of the fort, I don't feel like I'm much use in this situation, at least.
We can use you if we need to assassinate a high-end target.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course. I'm sure that the wizard on the hill over there is absolutely not protected against assassination attempt. For all
I
we
didn't
know,
mean
it's
him.
just a
I
simulacrum.
didn't mean him. I wouldn't want to kill the owner of our wizard school.
She doesn't seem to have too much fondness for him.
No.
We wouldn't want to engage him before he
Engaged us.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a neutral party right now.
Yeah, as neutral as wizards can ever be.
Mm-hmm.
Isana looks at the Zedra for a brief moment. I know you don't have that good of an opinion on wizards, but might I remind you that if it wasn't for a wizard, you wouldn't be alive.
No. Fuck wizard. She got it right. Let's not change.
Hey, now.
Now this is important.
It's like you need a big, strong paladin in your life. It's like specifically a dragonborn paladin.
If you ever need to go on a crusade and just kill some wizards, blow up some steam, you got my number.
You got my sending.
You got my sending.
You got my orb coordinates.
Yeah.
Well, they're indirectly associated with the garden, so they can probably also reach Sierra for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey. Coordinates.
Nice.
All right. So time passes a little bit. Everything remains quiet outside. 2 Tobiashis are trying to solidify the remaining tower. The tower that's been damaged. Not succeeding too well, but, they're doing their best. Taking material that has been destroyed but could still be used. They keep making back and forth to the remains of the armory, taking large beams and trying to just re-solidify the tower. After 10 minutes, Terry casts spell, and your mind is thrown to this location. You can see through Terry's clairvoyance what's happening beyond there, and with precision, of course. The ship has completely landed. You can't hear any of the normal sound, which would indicate that the engine is working hard enough to make it fly. So it's literally grounded. You can see a bit more the damage on the hull. It's mostly scorch mark, so the armor of the ship hasn't been penetrated. In D&D term, it's above 50% hit point. You can see a lot of people getting inside. They're definitely manning the whole thing more. Make a perception roll for anyone watching through this. See if you can.
Are we all watching?
Well, anyone part of the link can be watching. So,
Okay.
unless Remy didn't want to include you, which I'm.
Maybe I roll in that 20.
Oh,
I did.
I don't think Raimi would ever pass up an opportunity to connect with audience.
That's what I mean. Fisher, what did you roll?
I rolled a 25 and 30 with Terranet's help.
Ooh.
God damn.
And what about Remy?
Not bad.
I rolled a 28.
I was expecting 29.
And audience rolled an equally good roll for audience, which was a 16, which is on the upper half of audience.
Well, you know, it's a good normal roll for audience. It is a decent supernatural roll for Remy, and it is a completely heroic, jaw-dropping roll for Fisher.
I'm locked in.
Fisher is now a Boku no hero.
So, audience, I guess looking at everything that's happening there, you recognize a ship being resupplied. But you also recognize the elements of a ship being resupplied with the intent of boarding something. So they have plans. You're not sure what, but
of boarding something.
Yeah, there's so many people entering. It's beyond the normal housing capacity of the ship. So they're overstocking the ship with people.
Okay.
So usually when this is the case, it's because they plan on dropping those troops somewhere.
Well, they do know they can try and, they could try and drop them in the fort.
Remy, with your role, you can add precision to that. They are moving in not just people, but equipment. That's harder to figure out what that equipment can be. But one thing that you recognize that you probably didn't want to recognize is that they seem to be prioritized. Now, why can't I say it today?
Prioritizing.
Exactly. Magic users. You see wizards, low-level wizards, admittedly, but still wizards and priests moving inside of the ship.
Interesting.
So they plan on either bombarding you or boosting their offensive capability.
So they're basically putting all their final cards into this ship.
At least a good portion of them, yes.
At least a lot of marbles.
A lot of marbles.
Well, Fisher.
No, I'll let you finish. Yeah.
Fisher, with what you can actually see, and that 30, well, you know, that 20-something by yourself looking at this and not seeing anything more than Remy saw, but then suddenly everyone can hear through the link Terranad's response
Can
to
we
your...
hear Terranad through the link?
Well,
I believe so.
Fisher
I think
can
that
hear
was
him
said
because
that
he's
before.
talking to him telepathically, so you can hear
Wait,
whatever
so can
he
like
says
we
to
talk
him.
with Terranad through the link?
Yes.
I will keep that in mind for not as testing.
So it's one of those weird things that you can hear him because when he talks to Fisher, you can hear him because Fisher can hear him. But you can't directly talk to him. However, you can talk to Fisher, and because here he can hear it, he can hear it as well. So it's one of those weird things where you're not actually connected, but since you can both talk to the same person and hear that person, it works. So it's a weird connection, but it is possible. So you hear Terranad go, "Are you really? Why are you even studying magic if you can't even understand the type of machinery that they're placing inside? We've been over this. It's easy to recognize. Jeez, you really should study, not listen to whatever rambling those people keep doing around you."
Spends too much time watching TikToks.
They're
Too many
obviously
NoTube TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
they're obviously planning penetrating charge. They're gonna throw them inside of the fort. If they manage this, they'll be able to materialize troops directly inside of the fort.
Okay.
Huh.
That's what a 30 gives you for information.
Is the barrier already up through the perception? Is the barrier already up,
Well,
or is the
it
barrier
wouldn't be
not
up if they're actively loading it.
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't be up.
Right now, the ship is at minimal capacity, meaning that light is up, basic functions, but armament may be activated, but main engine is idle, barrier is down, and probably sensory capability are limited.
Ooh.
Limited for a
So
ship.
Limit for jet. Okay, still. So here's an option. Technically, now that I have visual of exactly where it is, we could send a 10-person assault force to try and take out the ship now before it even took off. Or we could wait for the ship and try and deal with the forces when they got here.
Did you include?
It's just an option.
Did you include Oronak inside of the link?
So
Yes.
Raimi would have included everybody who decided to stay in the room.
Okay. Oronak says, "Well, Tobiashi can change shape, appearances, quite easily, and we got 12 of them."
Yes. But he's also not our strongest member.
No, but we know Kudown and Kazin know everything that needs to be known to get inside. So I think we got our helping force with those two, the Tobiashis. Yeah. And if the ship blows up, we didn't lose anything.
That is true. I'm saying we could blow up the ship now before they even have a chance to get their barrier back up, and potentially if it blows up as well, especially unseen, we could take a lot of the remaining people out with it if they're not aware of the ship blowing up when it blows. They seem to be stacking a lot of their marbles in this ship. I think if it never leaves the ground, it might be the best for this fort, as it'll be a lot harder to deal with once its barriers back up, especially with the amount of priests and magic users, and even as we're dealing with the troops on the ground.
All right, well, it's at least one plan.
This would not be the first ship we've taken down. We've gotten quite experienced in teleporting to ships and blowing them up. We know how to do it.
That
And
we do.
Kazan and Kudown specifically, is the most competent at this. He's lived on ship his entire life. He knows exactly how to overload this thing and blow it up.
I guess that's cool down. Yeah, I'll be like, what do you think? How easy would it be to, if I could get you aboard or stealth onto the ship? Do you think you could blow it up before it took flight with the right support?
Counterpoint. Do you think you could take control after it took flight?
Ooh, we could also do that.
Well, that would be interesting. Kudan takes a moment, thinks. With enough supporters, that is definitely easily done. We don't need a lot of people to simply control the ship. It would be an interesting stealth mission. Maybe that rogue of yours might feel more useful by helping me doing this.
It would be up to her. She doesn't like to leave Yasalna, but she would be very good for the job.
Well then,
I could ask.
I can definitely try.
Audience will just shout out the tent. Azedra! In the audience fashion.
Yeah.
Like assassination attempt is achievable.
The assassination attempt is achieved.
How are we gonna do it? By nuking him from a ship.
Nuking him with his own ship.
That's not his ship.
Well, whatever. The enemy ship.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first ship that I commandeered. I guess I could.
Because if we could take the ship, that could wreak a lot of havoc on the battlefield.
It could. I think it would. Audience looks at the remaining troops on the enemy side. And it could probably secure our victory here, unless the big wizard decides to get involved, which would change the battlefield again. But I think if he doesn't get involved, I think it could basically secure us a victory if we could actually get control of the ship.
You know what? I think that's an interesting idea. I wouldn't mind winning this without having to kill everyone on the battlefield. You hear the Salna go,
I think with most of their leadership gone, if that ship turns on them, I think a lot of them are going to break and scatter.
Yeah, I think the rest of them will probably break and scatter.
Well then, I guess Kazan interrupts when she starts saying something. Well, I mean, we would be... That's an interesting one. They are placing most of their egg inside of a single basket, but we would be committing most of our own to a single plan. It will really come down to, can we pull this off or not? If we can't, then we're at serious disadvantage. if we can, I mean, whomever decides to stay in the fort for Plan B may not even have to do anything.
Mm-hmm. So what would plan... So who would go? We'd send Kuzan.
Kudown, because of all of his
Kudown.
knowledge. Azidra.
I can teleport. So I can teleport 10, I think is the... I think it's 10. I mean, technically, if we didn't teleport right to the ship, I could... No, I could still only teleport 10, because I have only 3 charges. So I'd have to go back forth. Yeah, so I only could do 10.
All right. So, looking at all of this, Isalna just looks at this and says, all right, well, I think we have to decide who comes and who stays, because that will decide who gets the helm. Because quite honestly, audience, if you're not gonna be part of those attacking the ship, it would be better if you stayed here and gave your helm to the leader of that expedition.
It's true. I'd like to send... I mean, we could send... Remy could go too. Remy might be useful. If we're going to split, unless our whole party wants to stay at the fort. But...
Bertrand says, don't forget, yeah, we'll be getting most of their forces out of the way if they succeed, but they may still have a few nasty surprises waiting here, so maybe not split groups which are used to working together.
Fighting together. Yeah, so either we all go or we don't go. And in this case, it's probably better we stay at the fort with our abilities.
I don't have disguise self prepared.
Yeah, like our abilities. So then, in that case...
Kazan looks at you, Fisher, and he just says, anyways, it's your quest. You can't abandon the reason why you're here.
No. So then let's send... If we keep Bertrand and the Archer here, we probably keep Bertrand and the Archer here because she's the only one who could still potentially help deal with the ship if this plan fails and the shields get up because she has her ballistic shot stuff.
Okay.
And is also just good at like long range assault if like they send in the rest of their forces. So we probably keep Bertrand there.
I think Kudown, Kazan, and
Kazan. Azidra, definitely. Those 3.
And then 7 Tobys.
7 Tobys. Who else do we have? So let me think who else we have. If there's anyone else who I think
right now inside of the fort, you have 12 Tobiashis, 12 priests of war, 5 bards, Longshot, Antasia, Azidra, Isalna, Kazan, Kudown, Magna.
Salna,
Tobys,
maybe we send. I mean, I don't know. I'll look at Azidra. I'll be like, how stealth is Salna also stealthy? Because she could help you guys potentially assassinate lookouts or anything that might be paying attention on the way there.
She says, she's stealthy, all right, just not the same thing as me. She can infiltrate places, but she's not going to be that good at assassination. You have
okay, honest. Your assessment. She's the person you're closest to. Do you think she's more useful to remain at the fort or to come with you?
You hear yourself. I'm right here.
No. I don't want your assessment. I want Azidra's assessment. Don't look at her. Look at
me. You do catch her a brief moment looking at her. For a brief moment. For Remy, it makes even more sense.
I know you two communicate. No. Eye contact.
You can't succeed in a relationship without eye contact.
She would be good for a distraction. She could easily make sure that the ship needs to leave earlier. She's stealthy. She can hide between folds of existence. That's not really good for assassination because it's obvious when she comes out. But she can easily get from one point to the other. So that's really good for infiltration and exfiltration, but not assassination or stealing.
That's fine. We'll send her with you in case you need a distraction. Although I see now that that's all you think of her. No, I'm kidding. Just trying to create problems here.
Just so in Discord.
So in Discord. It's like, no.
Isalna looks at you while you're saying this. How attached to your appendages are you? Exactly.
How do any of the bards look sneaky? They were all being pretty loud and rambunctious earlier, but
yeah. Well, they're the kind of bards which will place themselves on top of a hill and start boosting you through pure song and music in front of everyone.
Yeah.
I
don't think they're the kind of
idea.
bards that you said. I don't think they're the kind of bards.
They're not the,
Yeah, they're not the support in a stealth mission kind of bards.
All right.
They're more likely to start singing I Need a Hero just as you're attacking the ship.
I think our best bet is we send Yasalna, Azidra. I mean, that's a really solid core. That could be a party right there. Azidra, Yasalna,
Kudan and Kazan.
Kudan, Kazan, and then just supporting 6 Tobys.
And then 6 more Tobys.
Yeah. Half the Tobys.
Kind of wanted to send a war priest with him, but that's also the opposite of sneaky, so
it's also not a great idea. They're gonna be like, let's start a fight on the ship.
I mean, let's
see how many we can take in glorious combat.
I mean, a fight's gonna break out on the ship. It's just timing when it's gonna happen.
They might more go for the Valhalla, let's all die in glorious combat route.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily sure we really want to.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of dwarves who's just gonna start screaming for Odin as they start attacking.
Yeah. No, I think our best bet is those 4 and 6 Toby.
Okay.
And then, who do I most trust to get my helm back to me? Not Yasalna or Zedra. I think I'll give it to the guy who's gonna fly the ship.
Kudan.
The captain, basically. Yeah, Kudan.
Well, yeah, and oddly enough, you have more in common with him now because you're not completely tempered, but you kind of are, and he was born a tempered, so.
Yep. I will give Kudan the helm and say, good luck, Captain.
Right.
Additionally,
yes.
Especially since now multiple members of the party can cast this spell with enough magical potency, Raimi is going to pull out a potion flask. Specifically, his potion of clairvoyance, and hold it out.
In case they need it.
Okay.
Just in case.
Who am I missing? I think I have one NPC too many. There's a spy!
Oh.
There's a spy.
Zedra, Isalna, Kazan, Kudown, Bersran, Sieraf, Antasia, Longshot. Yeah. I've got one too many NPC token on the field. Okay.
And then as audience looks out to specifically to the 6 Tobayashis. Now, some of you may die.
And I'm okay with that. It's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Okay, so 6 Tobayashis. Take one here. Take one here. And take one here. Alright. The rest reposition themselves in the walls. We're good like this. The dwarves, sad that they can't drink the keg sitting at the entrance. All reposition themselves. Right. And we got the dwarves like this. All right. So, by the time that you're finished with this, Antasia comes back with a scroll and hands it to you, Fisher. It's the message.
I will summon my familiar.
Okay.
And give it the message. Ask it to deliver it to the wizard. And then I will
You will?
I thought I had invisibility to prepare. I don't.
You need somebody to cast invisibility for you?
Yes, please.
You see Fisher going, oh. Remy?
Like, Rainy walks over, poops, and they disappear.
Thank you.
Like, boop the snoot, or the book. I'll workshop this one.
Yeah.
Especially since they have such a such a large feathery coat, so you're there and, you know, your hand goes inside, it goes... Oh, okay, here. All right. Turns invisible and starts flying. Okay. There is a moment where you're not sure if it's gonna work, because you see you send your bird in one direction, and Terry can actually see your bird because what he sees is a spot of magic going. Your bird's it gives a little bit of a weird, a weird road to where he's supposed to go, curving in a way that makes you think he might have thought that he had been seen, but there's no actual reaction. So maybe he did get seen, or maybe he just thought he was. You're not sure. Takes a little bit of time. Eventually, your owl comes back. You feel him because he's connected to you.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have anything. No response, no scroll, nothing. The feeling that he gives you is he completely ignored me.
Huh.
He stared for a brief moment, and then it was as if I was nothing.
Did you drop the message?
Yeah.
And he didn't acknowledge it?
He looked at the ground where I put it, and then he looked away. Almost as if he was disgusted by it.
Well, good job. That's not on you. Some wizards are just assholes.
Meanwhile, audience keeps his thoughts to himself.
Especially since Antasia is just there, and she's kinda nice. Scary, but nice.
Yeah, I will let Antasia know that. Well, he didn't acknowledge it.
Well, that's
He
not...
he didn't read it.
That's not actually that much of a surprise for him. So I guess we can confirm it's at least someone who has the same disdain for magical servants.
What kind of wizard hates familiars?
Oh, he doesn't hate them. He just doesn't consider them to be equal.
Well, okay, but and they help do things.
Is Fisher about to become
What?
the Hermione Granger of this campaign? It's like familiars have rights too.
Uh-huh. But also, you don't have to care about the mailman to get the mail.
No, but I don't think he considers the mailman to be worth thinking about.
He doesn't need to think about the mailman. He needs to think about the mail. Audience, you're right. Wizards suck.
This is what I've been telling you guys. What I've been telling you.
Through the link, you hear Terranad go, I do remind you that you have a wizard right in front of you who can hear you right now.
We already had this talk. I told her she was one of the good ones in a kind of condescending tone.
Yeah.
She knows my thoughts.
Yes, intimately, against her will, I'm sure. Well, he's probably gonna respond, but not right now. If it's him, and he wants to be here, and he wants the exiled for himself, he's gonna wait until talking to you will have...
A benefit to him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he felt slighted by audience's display of bravery earlier.
Why would
I'm
he
pretty
feel
sure he
slighted?
would have loved to have been the one saying, "Your defenses have been breached, your forces have been diminished, and your walls have been penetrated by the enemy. You should surrender." But you are the ones who gave that message, so I'm sure that he saw that as a slight of some sort. Stealing what he
Unlucky.
wanted
Oh,
to
he's a
do.
sore loser on top of everything else?
Wow,
God.
he's a what a Gandalf the Green.
Audience just sitting here like, I already listen, guys. Like, I don't know why you're acting surprised. Like, this was known information.
Everyone appreciates the fact that, like, if I were like a non-Kenku bard or something like that, you'd be getting these zingers all the time.
This is all the true tragedy. What could have been?
Yeah, audience was almost the bard. When we started, half of the party wanted to be bard, so audience decided to be something else, but none of them stayed, so he became a paladin for no good reason.
Well, you see, they wanted to be a bard, but then they became bored instead.
Oh. Oh. All right. So, time passes. You see the enemies outside reforming their ranks, trying to position themselves. Antasia's spell, creating the elementals, loses its strength, and they all start vanishing one after the other, leaving only the War Mage Tobiashi's, you, and the bards inside. You have a brief moment where you hear the bard say, "So, what are we to sing?" And then one says, "We improvise." You hear the three others saying, "Oh, that's gonna be epic."
Hell yeah, dude.
Maybe just opens up his beak and the Pink Panther theme starts playing.
Oh, that brings back memory.
Actually, I don't know if we've reached an inflection point, but this might be as good a time as any to swap to the break.
Yeah, sure. Can definitely do that. And when we come back, we see if your plans to circumvent their effort to polarize your defenses and swarm the your fort works or not. All right. That's the screen for the break, and we're gonna go with, Marsh, just because it's nice having a music that you feel keeps going, and it's always fun having people laugh at you. Ducks, specifically. Not people, ducks. It hurts when you hear a person laugh at you. It also hurts when you hear a duck laugh at you, but it's different.
Mhm.
Alright, see you in 15 minutes. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Hope you had a pleasant break. I went to the bathroom because you're always happier with an empty bladder. Alright.
Well, unless you've had an empty bladder for a while, in which case you may need to seek medical help.
Yeah. Well, you should start by drinking a little bit of water. And if it stays empty, even though you drank water, then definitely you should go see a doctor. Fisher, what would you recommend for someone who's had an empty bladder for 2 weeks, even though they've been drinking regularly?
They need to go see a doctor. Their legs are probably going to be pretty swollen because that's probably where the water went. If it's not properly going through the kidneys into your bladder, that generally is because it's pooling in your legs. But generally, that means either your heart or your kidneys aren't working right. Both of which are extremely bad.
Yeah. Well, you can survive longer with one of them not working properly. But, yeah. So, interesting.
Or it pools in your lungs and then you die. That's another place.
Yeah. Make sure that the water that you're drinking is going down the correct area.
Yeah.
You should never snort your water. You need to drink it.
Well, even if you're drinking it and there is a problem with your heart, it can still back up into your lungs.
You know,
Technically, it's your
yeah,
yeah.
the body. So mysterious. So, nice 2-minute medical advice. So, we go back.
This has been your medical minute.
Maybe we should make this a thing every time we come back from the break. Now for the medical minute of tonight. Fisher, what is today's subject?
Well, we can have the medical minute.
Only if you
We
give
can have the medical minute, the chemistry conundrum, and I don't know, Sam. What do you want to do?
You're muted.
He wants to be muted.
I was thinking the brownie bite.
So the cooking
He's just
minute.
gonna eat something else.
Do anyway.
I'll do it if you give me if you give Fisher expertise in medicine.
It's like suddenly Fisher has a doctorate.
I don't know what proficiency in brownies would be.
Well, for our audience,
Why?
a proficiency at brownies would be a proficiency in cooking. Fisher, a proficiency in healing is one level of priest.
Or the healer feat
Healer feat, yeah.
that lets you use health kit or
Yeah.
healer's kits.
Listen, no one else is gonna take that feat for anything else. Might as well give it.
Hey, I took it in a previous campaign of mine.
Did you?
It was amazing. Yeah. No, especially at higher levels, if you don't
No, either is there. It's not actually like the worst feat in the game. There
get a
is,
lot of
like,
rest,
reasons to take it.
it'll like full party healing wise, it puts out a lot.
All right. And with this, so now we're going to have to determine the order. So we got the medical minute today. Next week, we got the chemical minute. And the week
That's
after
gonna
that,
teach us
we
how to
go
make
to
a
the.
bomb.
The brownie bite is kind of an ongoing series. It always happens.
Every single time it's your time to do it, you have to review a different type of brownie.
Oh,
Actually, I have to redo the title because like a chemistry question is more alliterative and makes more
okay,
sense.
Okay.
I'm okay with this. If you want me to review a different type of brownie every time, I could do that.
Every second week of the month, you have to review a new brownie.
Okay.
Now, some people complain that there are always so many nuts in brownies, and I'm here to tell those people.
I'm going to tell those people I'm allergic to nuts, so I wouldn't know.
It's still, you can still make a good brownie without them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that is a total sidebar. It's just like every time in television or movies, like whenever somebody brings brownies, there's always nuts in them. And it's always the people who are allergic that are eating them.
And
It's just like, why would you do this?
Well, that's the
Today-
problem. That's exactly the problem.
Today, we're going to combine the medical minute and the brownie bite. I will eat nuts. Andre will try and show everyone how to use an EpiPen.
And that will bring in the chemistry question. It all comes together.
Yep.
In a single episode, we'll get the 3 minutes. And I'll narrate everything. So we got.
I'm sure the fact that I am here and Sam is over there and he has his EpiPen, but I can't get to it, will not interfere with.
No, that's okay. You just have to tell him what to do with the EpiPen, but he can't do anything unless you tell him to do something.
All right, now I think now we're starting to get into some ethical violations here.
Yeah.
Something about this is starting to get very dicey. Like someone's licenses might get revoked.
So, for legal purposes, if you're in an allergic distress of any kind, do not wait for someone else to use your EpiPen on you. Use it yourself right now. In other words, don't let yourself die.
Always a good tip.
Don't die. Great advice.
It should go with the wonderful everyday advice that Warcraft 2 gave everyone when you were waiting for the loading screen. Change your underwear daily, never spit in the wind, and never pet a burning dog. Now we have a fourth one. So, now that we've got all of that out of the way, let's go back to the horrible reality of killing a whole bunch of people to ensure that a single entity survives. So, I was at the beginning wanting to say that you take a little bit more time to wait, but looking at how much time was spent doing all of that conversation, I can say that live, an hour has passed. It was my plan to make you to move forward an hour, but apparently I don't have to. So, you've all finished those conversations. Everyone goes to the walls. Kazan, Kudown, Iselna, Azidra, and 6 Tobiashis. take the helm and teleport themselves. For a brief moment, Remy, you can probably see a little bit of what's happening. You see them reappear. You see the Tobiashis moving into position around the four members of the garden who went away. Two members of the garden and two just friends who went there. Then is when you start losing track of some people, starting with Zedra, then maybe 10 seconds later Isalna disappears. Cooldown and Kazan seems to... Never mind, I heard something. Seems to change shape and blend in with the crowd of Tobiashis who have all made themselves look like other people. They grab a piece of equipment and they move toward the ship. Now, let's see. Interesting.
Hi ho, it's off to work we go.
Okay. Nothing incredible, but it's decent.
That just means if it's not incredible, that means it's totally credible. It happened. It's totally believable.
But Azedra is higher level than you, Remy, and she's the first one that I rolled. And you know what happens when you roll a natural 1? It's actually not a natural 1. So
Thank gods.
You're muted.
Say, what does she
Nope,
still get? Like a 23 on that or something? Because like a 10 plus like 13.
Well, if she's higher level than me, and presuming that she has at least a maxed out dexterity, it's like I'm guessing she would at least. Well, I guess it actually depends on her level. She might have a plus 15 or a 17.
Yeah. Which means she literally could roll 25.
So she teleports, she hides, and for some reason, Remy, it's pretty good. You lose track of her, you don't know where she is, but there's this little thing inside of you that says, "Ah, I think she's disappointed with her performance."
It's like, don't worry, even girls get a performance anxiety.
She got distracted by the fact that she had to call you Salna, just a mere distraction.
Sir, I didn't mean anything by it. Sir?
Like, in fairness, at least it wasn't a mirror distraction.
Azedra comes back after being yelled at by Isalna, just glares at audience eyes, is like, what? What happened?
Alright, so what Isalna does kind of works well. Mainly because of that stupid bonus, because she's a rogue.
Don't call it stupid.
No, I mean
I'm not
stupid,
biased at all.
I mean stupid high bonus. Isalna, pretty good roll. Kudan and Kazan. And the Tobiashis. Okay. Takes a brief moment. They're inside. Nothing seems to be happening right now. Remy, you start seeing movement in the mist. Troops are starting to reform. Now, they've completely abandoned the southern front. There doesn't seem to be anyone preparing to move from that front. Um, they've mostly concentrated on the northern front and spilling over to each side just a little bit. The ship seems to be preparing. People have stopped trying to get stuff in. They stop preparing, stop adding more stuff. You see the ramp going up. The army seems to be getting restless, and then they start moving. And you hear that rumbling of the ship, and you start seeing all of the dust and everything just goes up in the air, increasing the mist around that area.
Over the communication. Keep your eyes open.
That was weird. For a brief moment, your audio was okay, but your image was frozen. What? Who talked? Okay.
Yeah, no, it's like mostly just because it was originally I was muted, so I had to like go over and then start speaking, and I think audio travels more quickly than video.
Yeah, probably something like that. So the ship lifts and starts moving forward. It goes up as high as it can. And initially, you see that it's sort of hesitant. It's going in a circular motion, sort of testing out the defenses, seeing what's their range. But after going over most of the army and starting reappearing on the western front, you see them feeling more secure. Isalna is not there, so the defenses, the crystals on top of the walls are not, on top of the towers are not reacting. So they start feeling confident, and the ship starts moving forward and forward and forward. Oh, okay. The barrier forms around it, and they start getting closer and closer. And you start seeing that little red dot going in front of them, indicating that they've targeted the fort. Everyone gets a little nervous, and they all look forward. They all look up. The dwarves, the remaining Tobiashi, even Antasia feels just slightly nervous watching this huge thing slowly creeping up toward the walls.
I'll say, get ready to activate the cannons if they fire. Hopefully, those inside have done their job, though.
Gotta believe.
Listen, you gotta prep for the fact if they haven't, though. We gotta have the cannons at least ready.
Don't you believe in the magic in a young girl's heart, how the music can free her whenever it starts?
I believe. I also like to be prepared for the worst case outcome.
For a brief moment, as the tension rises in the court, there is no sound, but then the bards start singing.
Believe in the magic, it'll free your soul.
The music just starts lifting all of your spirits a little bit, and you are once again all hit with that bless spell and that bardic inspiration. Brief moment of, yeah, we can absolutely do it. Everything's gonna be fine. And you see those little red dots becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, and the ship is preparing to fire. And finally, okay. The ship, just as it's getting in range of firing again, starts slightly veering off course. Going north just a little bit. The weapons are still completely aimed at the fort, but you are at maximum range right now. Firing on you is like taking pawn shots. It's there's a very low chance of actually hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly you see the ship moving less and less. There's a moment of okay. It just stays there, hovering for a while. Then shots starts being fired from inside the ship. You see these projectile coming toward the fort now. One of them completely misses the fort. One of them actually hits square on which tower? Now I have a d6. Here it is. Oh! How much? Hold on. Okay. One of the shot hits the tower, the right bottom tower, and the projectile completely explodes and vaporizes part of the upper tower. You see a dwarf just being projected out of the tower, and when Tobiyashi just goes
We hear a wee sound, but does it come from the dwarf or does it come from the Tobiyashi clan?
well, the Tobiyashi probably sounds like it's come, and then you've got citrus jelly everywhere. The dwarf was thrown off of the tower, but fortunately onto a wall. So the tower has been damaged.
Don't worry, guys. The wall broke my fall.
So I'm just going to put one circle here so that it's damaged. And the last shot completely misses. Goes inside the field toward the north. The ship turns around on itself and just starts going in circle like this, having a little bit of difficulty aiming and firing everywhere at once. It's trying to remain focused on you, but the fact that the ship is going in circle makes it so that sometimes it's hitting in front, sometimes it's hitting on the sides. Actually, this one might hit inside. It's not a 4, so it's... Ooh. Well, actually, this tower goes down for good, while the other one is just damage. one tower, the one that was severely damaged, simply crumbles and falls to the ground, leaving all of those little pieces scattered. It's nearly a hole in the defenses, but not completely. However, after that last volley, which hit the tower and grazed the southern wall, the ship starts immobilizing. And you stop seeing the little red dots in your direction. Takes a moment. And then shots are fired again, but this time not in your direction, in the direction of the northern part of the siege.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It was close. They managed to take quite easily the helm, but the gunning deck put up a lot of resistance.
Who was the MVP
Um,
of their group?
Azidra and Isalna. The first roll was really bad, but every single roll after that was amazing.
Good job. Team alternate plane. That's what I'll call them.
The gunning deck was the Tobayashis, and the main engine was Kudown and Keizen. And the Tobayashis are the one that got the most trouble gaining control. The ship turns and starts firing repeatedly inside of the army gathered on the northern front. And it is complete and utter chaos. With no one giving orders. Everyone is in complete disarray. One group over there managed to stay focused and regroup. One over there manages to do that, but you see a whole bunch of people starts running in every direction, trying to get out of range, not sure where they should go. They run, just go away. Some of them will run toward the fort and they get picked off by Sieraf and the priest and the Tobayashis facing that direction. They just get picked off as they're approaching the walls. Initially, there's probably a moment of, yeah, that's good. But when you see the amount of devastation, the explosions, people being turned into blood mist, you are also faced with the sad reality of, yeah, that's what happens when you find yourself in the way of artilleries firing in your positions. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you to decide if you find this lunch regurgitating moment, or if you just look at this and say, well, you know, that's war, it happens. Can I have your sandwich?
Audience would be probably more of the second, to be honest.
They should very much the second.
Yeah.
You know, and probably you're probably on the Nerton wall. You're watching this happen. There's a Tobayashi right next to you. You can't help but feel like your mind is being overwhelmed with the idea of orange Jello.
Audience just
mean-
staring off the wall. More.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, in some ways, it's like, it's raining manna. Hallelujah.
Well, man parts. Oh yeah, we completely forgot Jorg. What is Jorg doing right now?
Jorg is probably traumatized.
Just like hugging his
Huddling
blanket
in the
so
remains
tightly.
of a tower in his blanket.
Yeah.
Wait, remind me, was that actually the tower that he was cowering behind earlier in the day?
Not the one that got completely destroyed, I don't think.
All right, well, let's see. If it's odd, it's the upper tower. If it's even, it's the lower tower. It's a 2. It's even. He was in the tower, which got partially obliterated.
Part of me just wants to think that like he's made a connection with his first non-living thing, just like
Mm-hmm.
like you were there for me when others were not.
He's really living the moment of, fuck, come on! But it worked. The ship turns, slowly turns, fires, maybe 5 or 6 more rounds inside of that sea of people. And then at one point, all you can see are the explosions on the ground. There's so much dust that have been pushed in the air. It seems like it just amplified the fog, and you can just see those little like red explosions. You hear panic, people running, and eventually complete silence over the entire battlefield. The fog also clears on all of the other fronts. No
Guys, did we win?
Yeah.
And you jinxed it.
Jinxed it. 9th level meteor swarm. We all
Yeah.
die.
Dang, almost.
The wizard appears. That was my favorite ship.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Plot twist.
It was his. Yeah. So, you all find yourself on the walls. If we had. If. If Terry was on Remy's shoulder, I just realized it would be spelled fart. So.
It's like, oh, well, something has to be fixed.
So glad.
I'm just placing all of you on the Nurturn wall because that's where all of the action was.
If Tobiyashi was here and we took out him for Oranak, it would be Graft. Reading it down.
You mean Jorg?
No. If Toby was at the end
It's like, no.
with the T.
Farg? No, fart.
Graft. Yeah. No, Graft. If we went down.
Yeah. Okay.
Graft 2. Row. I don't know how to do 6.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay. It's clear when you look at the fog clearing. Oh. Most of the enemies are gone. Everyone is left. You have this last-ditch attempt, which is done on you, which you can't help but have this moment of you see someone walking in the battlefield looking at all of the dead, and he seems to be very happy with all that's happening around him. He just looks toward the fort and starts screaming out spells, and then you see all of the corpse They rise up and they start moving toward the fort. And because of all the barrier that you've placed, they just arrive and they get stuck there. They can't keep moving forward. You see the necromancer from the necromancer guild being full of spirit as he sees his literal armies reaching the base of your fort and are just all stopped by these barriers. You just feel from where you are his enthusiasm just melts away. And look at all of this in despair as the ship slowly drifts toward the fort and start firing on all of these undeads that can't do anything because of the wards.
Like fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
You see a single tear fall from Adi's cheek.
I
I would ask him why he's crying. Does anyone ask him why he's crying?
No.
No. Okay.
Do you have dust in your eyes?
No. Audience would just
I
look
am-
at all the blown up zombie corpse and be like, all the items.
You,
Now I am
you don't
curious.
want anything that a zombie has, though.
No, it's
Like, if you had to estimate roughly how many undead they raised.
Their guild, they just moved in the entire field and started to raise as many people as they could. So there's probably around, I don't know, between 150 and 300 undeads that just rose from their guild moving in and trying to make this attempt at attacking the fort. And they're just there in front of your fort.
we're just watching them get slowly destroyed by cannon fire.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Again.
For the second time.
For the second time.
You can swear that you saw one undead go. Not again. Good plan.
Again, the moment that necromancers were mentioned, like, nope, we're not doing this shit again.
Yep.
We're not taking on zombies anymore.
Nope.
And you did good. They leave the battlefield defeated because they used so much magic to revive so many undeads, and it had absolutely no effect on your walls and on your defense. Even though you lost 3 towers, one wall is damaged but not destroyed. Tobiashis were lost. You're okay.
You know, just beat a Tobiashi. Replaceable.
Yeah.
You're okay.
And then the exiled has a stroke.
Yeah.
Dies.
Well, he's not gonna have a stroke. At some point, though, everything's go utterly silent right before he gets his full power. That's all audience knows. And then that's audience's last chance to turn on you guys and kill him suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
Plot twist.
Yeah.
Dang.
You have a brief moment where your mind can't help but say, hey, I think we won and we got an airship. So if they got anything more planned, we can do this. We're safe. Then you hear a booming voice so loud, so powerful, it resonates on the entire battlefield. Well, that was almost impressive. Antasia immediately looks toward Theodrin. He is facing all of you. You're not sure if he's talking about you or the army. But the remarks works for a mage either way. Now then, anyone else wants to try something stupid?
I still don't know if he's talking to us or the army.
I don't know. I say we let him talk himself out. See what happens.
Yeah.
Good.
I can hear you.
Good. Now that the riffraff has stopped doing whatever those people do, maybe the real challenge can begin. At least something akin to it. It's about time that you arrived. I've been waiting for you for 2 days.
I still don't know who he's talking to, guys.
His head turns and he looks behind the hill where he is. When he does, you see a vague silhouette. It's 600 feet away, maybe almost 7. A vague silhouette starts forming next to him. You see Antasia just using her cantrip to focus and see what's there. And her eyes goes really wide and she just hits the deck and you hear her say, "Oh God, why? Immortals shouldn't be allowed to mix with people." I feel like the actual music you should be hearing is the one that I just placed inside of our chat, but I can't because I don't have...
Sure, I'll play it. Never mind, I got ads. Give me a second.
It's like, never mind, I got ads.
Give me a second. I'll let you know when I have the vibe go. All right, there we go. The vibes are immaculate. Continue.
You see this silhouette forming, growing bigger and bigger. And you hear this voice resounding on the entire battlefield. Now then! This is gonna be fun! You immediately recognize Core's voice.
What is Core doing here?
Being an asshole.
He wants to fight an exiled.
If he's
But he wants to
here,
fight a baby one because he's a coward.
if he's here, it's because there is a contract.
God damn it, Core. Core's orb's gonna ring, as the audience calls him.
You.
Ah, this is unique. Hello.
What's up?
He looks toward the battlefield. He looks at the orb, so you.
So, what? You got a contract?
Why else would I be there? Sorry,
Where's
it's nothing personal.
No, I know. Where's everyone else, though? Where's the rest of your party?
What do you mean? I don't need them.
Well, I didn't say you did. I just was wondering where they were. I thought you guys were, like, working together now on stuff.
Ah, most of them are somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Well, there's not really much of a fight here anymore. I don't think you're going to find it that exciting.
I don't know. I see something that could be entertaining. So, you're the ones trying to prevent me from getting to the center of the whole this.
Prevent is a strong word. I'm more here to be like, I don't really think there's anything here to interest you.
Is the little toy soldier? Is the little toy soldier there?
I'll look at.
I'm just
I'll
going. No, I'm not.
Audience will actively look away from him and say, I don't currently see him.
From inside the link that you share, this telepathic bond, you hear Terranad say, "Oh God. He did say that if he ever met you outside of the garden,
I know.
Where's my teleportation helm? I need it! Go down, bring it back!
Meanwhile,
I need a
on the
teleport
ship,
Fisher out of here.
I'm on a ship. I'm on a ship.
I need Fisher
Hey,
to leave.
motherfuckers, I'm a motherfucking ship.
I'm on a boat.
So, I'm gonna give you a minute if you wanna prepare something."
Okay, well, we're kind of tired. You know, I've used most of my power in the fight. You want to give us, like, 8 hours?
That's a bit long.
Listen, I don't think it'll be much of a challenge unless you give us 8 hours.
Oh, I disagree. This is when heroes are formed.
Oh my god.
You do want to give little toy soldier a chance at becoming something akin to, well, I don't know what his kind call adults.
Let me give me
sighs and then steps into frame and is just like, dude, we're gonna blow you up with the airship.
Oh, that's yours! Good! Means I can
threaten.
destroy it.
Don't threaten him. Here, Core, I'll get back to you. Give me 1 second. You're gonna see.
Well, I did tell you you got a minute.
Oh, we got him. How many minutes?
Well, less than one now.
Okay, hang up. You're gonna see him. You're gonna see audience call. Ooh, I could try 2 things. I'm gonna try this one first. Yep, I'm gonna call Aviel. No, actually, I'm gonna call Temptress.
Antasia looks at you when you're doing this. I don't think there's anything you can possibly do which would bring someone on this level. The only one I saw, the last time I saw him, which could possibly rival him, is the little guy.
The little guy?
Sarn. She
You know
says
what?
only an immortal can actually challenge an immortal.
I'm gonna call the garden.
Wait, this one is core immortal. What? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna call the garden. I'm actually calling. I have a different plan. I'm gonna call the garden.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'd like to steal his contract.
No. I'm gonna call the garden. I have a plan.
It takes only a moment, and Sierra answers, "Yes, this is here."
Hey, Sarah. I'm gonna need an emergency teleportation for Core. He's in trouble. I need you to emergency teleport him to the garden.
Are you sure?
Yes.
His coin puts him in quite a good health. Even mood, I would dare to say.
Yeah, it's a misleading illusion. I would quickly, without asking any more questions, teleport him. It would be a big favor.
Well, I can always try, but you do know that you've entered for some reason in the red zone for the past minute or so.
I don't think
can't
he's
even
in that
guarantee I can't get him out.
He'll be fine. Just teleport him.
Excuse me for a moment while I personally go and alter audience's alignment.
Listen, he will be fine. He's a fucking immortal. We just got told that. He also
Oh no,
probably...
it's not that part. It's just like this is the perfect example of well, we're bordering on somewhere between lawful and neutral evil.
What? That I'm like, let's save everyone's lives in the fort and get Core out of here for a little bit? I think that's lawful good.
I think he's acting within alignment. It's tricksy.
It's a little
But
tricksy.
given what Core currently poses, I feel like it's acting within alignment.
Listen, I know we can't take Core. I don't want him to kill the exiled. I want to buy us time. I think Core can get back. I think Core will be back much faster than we would like. But I think it buys us time, which we need.
Well, the joke I'm making is just like you're using like the policies of the garden, it's like and its resources for selfish purposes, even though it's for the greater good. That doesn't mean it is a alignment.
No,
good.
audiences will probably get it. Audience is probably going to get in trouble for that, and I am accepting those consequences now to save everyone here.
There is an attempt made. And there's a slight problem with all of this is because you've never been in a situation where there's a forced teleportation, because I did plan for this.
Mm-hmm.
You see Core for a brief moment looking at his orb. You hear a resounding breaks the orb, takes the coin, and touches it on his blade. Now,
Well, I tried, guys.
well,
you know how hard it is to replace those.
he doesn't
Not
have any
very
communication
hard, considering
toward.
how often we've given out out.
So there's one advantage with this is that he just went blind with the garden. He can't teleport out either.
Is that an advantage? Okay.
I just said that
Maybe.
it's something.
Well, it gives us that if we can get our orbs green and somehow get everyone out, he can't follow us immediately. But
I'm not trapped out here with you. You are trapped out here with me.
all right, what's he doing? I assume he's a little annoyed.
Actually, he seems to be quite amused.
Oh, okay, good. I love when he's amused. Last time he was amused, I took 80 damage from a punch.
Right then. It's been a little over a minute now.
Okay. What if you attacked the high-level wizard instead? That would be a more interesting 1v1.
Because that's the contract.
Ooh.
Sorry, a contract is a contract.
Fair enough. I can respect that.
All right then.
Well,
Are you
No,
ready?
you can't.
Can we buy time? I'll look at Anastasia.
Anastasia looks at you with really wide eyes. I can focus everything I have left to try and give the exiled more time to finish his attunement. But I won't be able to help you if I'm fully focused on this.
Focus fully on defense. We need to just buy time. Have the fort be able to take as many hits as possible.
You see,
I'll look at everyone. I'll look at everyone else. I'll just be like, fire everything at Core. I'll point towards him. Trust me, he won't die from it, but it might slow him down.
You see her teleport and go and find herself right next to the exile. She starts casting a spell, and you see this dome of earth, of stone and metal just form around the exile and completely encase him.
I'm gonna call the shit.
Okay.
Or Kudrown.
Yep.
Whoever. Yeah, I'll
He
call
answers
Kudrown.
after a brief moment.
I'll be like, so that's Core. We're going to need as much help as we can get. He is now assaulting us. I don't think we can stop him, but our goal is to buy as much time as possible.
Everything on barriers. Mobility as best as you can make it. Focus everything. Lead the target. Don't fire where he was. Fire where he is. You see the ship move in front of the fort. You see all of the little eyes just go in front of the ship. Well, you lose sight of them when they are completely in front of the ship. You see Sierraf and Bertrand look at one another. You see Bertrand starting to concentrate on his weapon. Sierraf takes an arrow and starts concentrating as much energy as she can on it. You start seeing it glow and glow and glow. More. You notice Longshot looking at all of this and just saying, audience, are you sure about this?
Do you mean that I think Core's going to live? Yes. Do I think that I'm going to try and find a better option while we buy time? Also, yes.
The ship starts firing. A large salvo. It's just one shot after the other. The cannons, the arcane ballistas, are placed so that it's a constant stream of just. The impact hits everywhere, but you just see him standing on that hill over there and unmoving. You think you see him just brush aside one projectile with his weapon, just, and you see it. He hits the ground once with it, and you see all of the rings on the back of the blade becomes brighter, and he gives a single swing. When the blade starts moving across the ground, you see arcs of energy and power just following it, and the moment the blade leaves the ground, the energy focus and just bursts out in a display of pure raw power, which becomes blinding in how powerful it is. When the light slowly dissipates, the ship is slowly starting to last. Flame starts erupting everywhere from it. The barrier of the ship was overwhelmed with a single shot, and the ship has taken a critical amount of damage. It is slowly going down.
I'll yell out to Kudra over the link. I'll be like, you should still have a charge left in teleportation helm. Get everyone out. The Tobies will be fine. Don't worry about them.
I know you can teleport them all too.
Yeah,
you
just
do that, but
you don't
have to.
But if like you can't find one because he's like wandered off, don't worry about it.
You see Kor strike the ground, and the rings on his blade all go dark one after the other. The ship crashes in front of the fortress. There are some secondary explosions, but it is there. It has crashed. The few people which were still on the battlefield, which still had morale up until that moment, leave.
Yeah, that's smart. That's respectable. I'd also like to leave.
One thing that I want to say, yes, Core is a class that I homebrewed, but I did balance it so that players could take it if they wanted to. So all of the abilities are balanced. And he is a classed enemy. But I took everything I could find in the Dungeon Master guide and pushed him to such a point that no Dungeon Master would ever allow you to go. But it is all possible and technically legal.
Yeah. No, that's why we're trying to have him use as many of his abilities as possible.
Audience, you know from experience, Blade Masters are known for their ability to be impossible to stop. Most of their training is around resisting movement impairing effect, mind impairing effect. Their training goes toward being an unstoppable force. What they're known for is their dispelling blade. They can intercept anything they can see. So if a magic has a visual element, and if it comes within range of their weapon, they can dispel it. Meaning that they can dispel a lightning bolt aimed toward them, but they can't dispel a fireball that's been aimed away from them, but they're still inside of the blast radius. However, if they dispel something like a fireball aimed directly at them, it will not blow up. And you've learned through experience that he can dispel a divine smite.
Yes.
That is the core of its ability. You know the three types of Blade Masters: Earth, Fire, and Air. Air is based on movement, quick movement, almost flying, and centered around the element of lightning. Fire is the defensive one. It's based on the idea that you can't grab fire without hurting yourself. Earth is the assault one. They are often used to break through siege. They have a powerful attack which hits really hard. You felt it. But that was a punch that was not assisted by his weapon. And there is nothing you can do to disarm him, just like Fisher. So long as he is conscious, you cannot disarm him. His blade is literally him at this point. It is just an extension of him. He won't even see it as a weapon. For him, it's what comes after fingers. That is what you know of Blade Masters.
Yep.
What about everyone else on the fort? What do you do with them? What order do you yell at them? Most of them can't survive a hit.
Do I, with this dispelling blade thing,
Yep.
do I think that he could get through a wall of force, which very specifically cannot be dispelled?
His abilities are specifically aimed at that. It would still work like a dispel, meaning that he would roll for it, and if he fails, the wall stays. But if he succeeds, his blade will simply go through the barrier.
So
It
it's
might
not
slow
enough
it.
to-
It might slow him down, but
Yes. But he will eventually get through it.
yeah. Yeah. I do think we should probably tell everyone in the fort here to not engage Core. Like, to fire stuff, but, like, not engage them in combat, because they're just gonna die. That would probably be a fair thing to tell everyone in the fort.
I mean,
And
but
well,
slowing him down for what, though?
hopefully, I mean, we're getting close to our time limit of, I think, where the exiled was gonna.
Izidra said that it was imminent.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, I don't think we can stop Core. I think we can buy time.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna cast wall of force around him with my sword.
So when he gets in range, you're gonna try to bubble him inside of a force wall. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am gonna tell everyone in the fort to throw ranged attacks at him, but if he comes close, do not engage him in hand to hand. Like, this is not a fight you could win in a hand to hand combat. You will just die. And I'll look very seriously at the dwarves. Like, don't throw your lives away here.
No direct spells. Nothing he can see.
Nothing he can see. No direct spells. You can try and slow him down with movement impairing or mental impairing effects, but I think they will only work temporarily. Do not expect them to permanently disable him.
Okay. What about Jorg?
I don't have Jorg's spell list up.
No, I just want to know what he does.
Plant growth.
Yeah, probably plant growth. Plant growth, hide in a tower.
And the only tower left.
Yeah.
Speaking of that only tower left, Jorg, shoot the fucking cannon at his feet. Not directly at him, but like at the ground around him.
Okay. You turn around.
Actually, is it an auto turret or is it like a...
Isalna was directing them. She needs to be here.
Yeah. Oh, she needs to be here. Where did they teleport, by the way, those four? Because I should have had a charge left.
You told them to get to get the safety.
I told them just to teleport. I wanted to just told them to teleport them out. It was up to where they could have decided where they went.
Okay. Kazan and Cooldown would have chosen to make sure that the guests that aren't part of the garden would have been safe. So probably teleported a few miles away just to make sure that those not directly involved will not die needlessly.
Fair enough. Alright. Well, we got no helm option then. They might be making their way back to the fort, but I don't think they'll be here for a bit.
Well, Fisher can probably attest that Kazan will not turn away from a fight, even if it's a desperate one. It's just that there's a very slim chance he'll actually get here.
In time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alwinac comes to stand by all of you. Yeah. All right, well. Nice healing you all.
Yeah. Yeah, just... I guess... make us take 2 hits from him if you can, instead of 1.
Well, just remember, I can regenerate now, so if you lose a limb, just don't lose the limb a second time and I can just pop it back in.
I mean...
including your head.
I'm not worried about our life. We can be technically rezzed in the garden by others. It's more the reason we're here. But yes, thank you.
And on the hill, you see Core starts moving. And I did take an entire week to make his stat sheet. You have never seen, even you, Remy, that have seen yourself move fast, that you have seen Tobiashi move fast. You have never seen anyone move as fast as that. He just starts running in a single bound almost. 5 or 6 steps, and he jumps. He is in midair, and he moves nearly 400 feet within a single turn. It is a great leap. One of their abilities, but you've never seen this ability used to that much movement. That is not the normal ability that is enhanced by something. It's just for him 2 bound. You see him run 5 feet, jump, and it's just this cannonball moving 400 feet, touching the ground, jumping again. He is maybe 50 feet away from the wall. He is in midair. Fisher, you're probably in range. Do you try it?
Yeah.
Remind me, if someone touches the barrier, do they take damage?
For Wall of Force, no.
No.
It's just a wall. It doesn't.
It literally just traps.
It's just an impenetrable wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
It goes through the ethereal plane, and it can only be broken by disintegrate.
Is it immovable when you do this when he's midair? Does it have to fall after, or does it stay there?
I believe
It's immobile.
It's immobile.
Yeah,
okay.
It'll stay wherever.
I should have face planted to the wall.
Well, almost exactly that. Yeah. The bubble appears as he's maybe, well, make a dexterity save. See how close to the wall you actually manage to bubble him. Because he is moving at 400 feet per turn. You rolled a natural 1.
I did.
Good lucky, coin it.
I'm not. This doesn't mean that you miss. It just means that you create the bubble probably 6 inch in front of your nose. You just see him arrive and goes, and his blade is right there in front of you, and you see the bubble forming like this, and you just.
How's it going?
Nice one.
You sure you don't have things you'd rather be doing?
No. This is as much fun as I can get. And he stabs the bubble with his blade. Okay. Force Wall, if I remember, is a 5th level spell. So he needs to roll above 15.
I might be misremembering. Was it Wall of Force or Force Cage where you couldn't even use Dispel Magic on it? I feel like it was at least Force Cage.
You can't use it on Wall of Force. It is also Wall of Force. He's saying that very specifically, his
blade has the feature to dispel barriers in front.
No, I get that part, but we've also been down this road where he's been treating like dispel effects that he's been giving like items as though it were dispel magic. So that's why I'm kind of but do what you got to do though.
I'm improvising a little bit on this one by going. I think it's a 5th level spell, so he would need to roll that high because there are no actual rules for dispelling something which is not supposed to be dispelled through dispel magic. So in this instance, it's more supposed to be treated as a counterspell because it's an effect that arrives at him or that he can see. But he can attack barriers of all type. So it works more like a counterspell than an actual dispel. He can't get into a room where there is a spell and just stab the room and then the spell is going to disappear. There's no place where he can just stabs.
Audience is gonna hold an action on an attack of hitting with a banishing whip.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
For when he breaks the if he breaks the wall of force.
Okay. Interesting. The first stab doesn't pop the bubble, but he doesn't lose his jovial smile. He just keeps pushing into the bubble. So the first round, the bubble doesn't burst. Second round, he keeps pushing and pushing and pushing, and you see the blade break through, and he just jumps forward to finish.
I'm gonna swing the hit.
All right.
He jumps through. Unfortunate. I don't think a 14 would probably hit.
No. He avoids it so nimbly. It's mind-boggling. You have never seen anyone move like that. Agile to the point of having difficulty following his movement. For one thing, you think he's hasted, but that doesn't justify anything else. Quite literally, you have never faced anything so agile.
Yeah. Should we roll initiative, by the way, so we have an initiative?
You can re-roll initiative if you want. I was going off the same values of last time, but if you want to...
Oh, sure. I don't even remember what my values were.
Well, I really don't mind.
As long as there is an order, I think.
Yeah, if there is an order, just...
Well, because he's reached the wall, yes, there's an order, so we can re-roll.
I'll re-roll it. Dirty 20.
Audience.
Nice.
Okay. Sorry, Fisher?
9.
Okay, you're a bit surprised by what's happening, so you are a little bit. That's your death arriving. Remy?
I'm not sure how useful it'll be, but 17.
If audience is right, the goal is to delay him, not beat him. You can be useful for that.
I didn't prepare that spell, dang it.
All right, guys, the battlefield's
Raymond,
about to get really gross.
You got any good jokes?
Yeah, I got...
That's not.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't got a lot of spells left, but we're gonna fucking try.
That's Onak. I will give you a chance, Fisher, to decide to go back 12 seconds in time and tell me if you left Terry out or not.
No.
Okay.
If Core was coming in, Terry's going in the box.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair.
And then Core. Someone want to roll for Jorg, or does he just stays there watching this
I don't really
paralyzed?
think Jorg can do anything besides plant growth in this fight,
Which he jumped over.
which he jumped over.
Alright. Which means it is.
Oh, well, initiative for him anyway.
Well, you roll.
20. You can heal.
Does Jorg have any hold persons left?
No,
No.
Jordan does not. I do.
Okay. I was gonna say if Jorg has any something that like can slow him down, just throw a spell. Otherwise, I don't think he's.
No.
Oh, I thought that. Oh, okay. Initiative. Here we go. I knew that I wrote.
I mean,
yeah.
reverse gravity.
Might help if you have it.
Problem is, it's a 50-foot radius. So everybody's going up.
Is
Or
Core
is it-
immune? Is Core immune to charm, or does he have to? Or does he have to at least beat my save to not be charmed?
The raw ability of the class. Hold on. Before I say something stupid. Never alone. At his level, you know he probably has advantage on his saving throws. But
Yeah.
as far as you know, he's not outright immune. No.
Okay. He does have to beat a Wisdom DC saving throw 50.
But just like a monk, he has the ability to shake it off as an action.
Well, that would still eat his action, so I'm still gonna take it.
Okay. So, Core rolled really, really poorly for his initiative. So he goes first because he got 22. All right.
Does he beat my DC 15 saving throw, guys? Wisdom.
Yes, with a. Actually, it's only just that. Oh, interesting, interesting. So 31.
Okay.
So your shield does not charm him. And because Fisher, we said that he was right in front of you when this happened, it means he is right next to you when he lands on the wall.
I guess I was also holding my action to hit him, so I guess I should also be right next to Fisher. I am right next to Fisher.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't mind. You can place him between the two of you. There you go. So, your held action. Go ahead.
No, I used
Okay.
my held action. I just was saying for positioning.
Okay. For positioning. Okay. All right. So, he stands
Now
on
we
top
enter.
of the wall and looks at this reinforcement at the center, this huge dome which appeared, which probably would look like this. Covering the entire crater, and
That's where we keep our food supplies. Nothing to find in there. We prepped it in case of a siege.
all right. He doesn't pay attention to you at all. He just jumps off and attacks the barrier directly.
I will make a reaction to try and reduce his movement speed to 0.
Go ahead.
We will actually not use Spanish.
feel like he still fires well.
Well, I lose the +2, and I feel like his AC's high, but sure. Yeah, I guess
I mean,
it's
it's
+2. okay.
+1.
Yeah, it's
Or
not bad.
your sword is +3, isn't it? Right.
Does a 19 hit?
No. He dodges it. Not
You have
even.
inspo and bless, don't you?
I do have inspo. I'm gonna add a D10 to that.
Okay.
You are correct. Thank you. 19 plus a D10 plus a D4. So, there you go. That was actually a 25 to hit.
That does not hit.
Unlucky. Plus 13. Yeah, I probably should have swung with my steel glass blade.
Core is insanely good. A hit like that, you're confident enough in your own abilities that you know you would have hit almost anything that you've ever come across so far. He brushed your attack as if it was done by a beginner. You feel like you were back in training with your father.
Let's see what I have.
Fisher, do you want to take a reaction?
He is leaving towards
He's
the
he's
dome.
going to go
Jumping
hit the
off.
dome.
He's attacking the dome directly.
I mean, I might as well, but I don't have anything special to put on it.
Yeah. Might as well hit him. He technically has an HP pool.
Yes. I have the entire block stat. He
Technically.
has HP, movement, AC, the 6 stats. I got bonuses for his skills. Everything. He is a leveled character. He's just been pushed beyond anything that a dungeon master would ever allow you to go.
I feel like I want to save my reaction to be able to silvery barbs something he tries.
Okay.
I don't know if it would work, but
I don't. I assume with his bonuses. Well, it's up to you. You can choose.
I hit him. That bite hit him.
You get a D10 and a D4 to it.
That is right. That is 37 to hit.
Damn! That is enough.
Get him, Fisher.
For 16 damage. I strike out at him and I'm like, I thought you made me a promise.
Okay.
Alright. He jumps off. Just keeps going. Raises his weapon and strikes the dome with an empowered attack. The same kind of attack that you audiences have suffered when he was upset at you, but now with his weapon and aiming it directly at the dome. Thankfully, it is not an energy dome, so it takes damage, but the dome itself really doesn't like this. A D10. A D10. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we don't go into that range. Alright. He starts attacking the dome, and the only persons you've ever seen attack this powerfully are creatures. But he does use... Where is it? Here we go. That's not enough dice. Go. I'm gonna go with this and roll it twice. An additional... Alright, the dome takes a rather powerful shaking, but it does not break. However, the dome has been hit by a very powerful, thunderous attack, which resonates everywhere in every direction. The sound wave, when it hits the wall, you can see the dust of all of this just being... and it keeps falling down. He turns toward you, Fisher. How about having the courage to say this in front of me right now? Come on!
I just did. Are you deaf? You want me to say it again? I thought you made me a promise. What are you doing down there?
Alright, so I was going to say I only have 6 seconds. Alright. So that's him. So now we go to audience.
Okay, audience is gonna fly down to him, and he's gonna try and hit him twice with the banishing whip. I get a plus D4 to this. D4. First one's gonna miss. Yeah, first one's gonna miss. And then we're gonna swing again. Yeah, none of those are gonna hit. Unlucky. I'm gonna try and place myself between him and the dome. But both my attacks miss.
Okay.
Damn, dude.
How much did you roll, just to know?
Oh, it was like 21, 22. But
Okay, no.
I know he is less than. I know he's more than 25, so.
Okay. Tried to whip him twice. He just... Next one is Fisher with... no, not Fisher. I thought I wrote 19. Sorry. It's Remy with 17.
Jorg got 20.
Oh, Jorg got 20? Okay, I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Well then,
was
Jorg.
late. I mean, I could try reverse gravity.
Does he have it?
He does.
Sure.
it's gonna hit the whole camp, though.
Is there any way to like?
No,
Like,
he's
no.
no. Yeah, that
It-
it would. It might kill a lot of people.
Yeah, probably not then.
I think in that case he's going to instead cast Mass Cure Wounds. I guess, is anybody injured?
No,
yet? No.
I would save that.
He is a little bit. I am a little bit, but he doesn't have. He's gonna try. In case he does have some weird spells going on him right now, he's gonna try Dispel Magic on Core
Okay.
to see if he has any buffs going.
Actually. Oh yeah, trying to spell. Actually, didn't we try this before?
What?
Didn't we try and dispel magic on the other Blade Master and it didn't do anything? Because it comes from his blade, not from him.
Well, it would work if there are spells.
If the
on
wizard is
his
buffing,
blade,
if the wizard is
Yeah.
wizard is buffing him, yes.
and if his blade has abilities which count as spells, you could dispel them. But the core of his abilities, no, can't be dispelled.
Yeah. I just feel like we tried this on the other Blade Master before and it didn't work, but we can.
Yeah, but this.
Yeah, but it's
there might be
Jorg.
the wizard.
If
The
it
wizard
was
might be buffing him.
if it was audience, I would have said audience. There's one thing that you would know: a blade master when he does this, for him it's a duel of honor. He would not have buffed himself.
Yeah.
But it's Jorg. So I don't know if he knows that or if he believes it could be so. After all, he moved so fast and is so nimble.
Can I make a request because he's not actually here,
Yes.
Fisher? Can you
Yeah.
have him make a perception or investigation roll to see if there's any form of contract or magical contract item attached to Jorg for the contract that he took from the wizard, or if it was only a verbal agreement?
So essentially, you want him to see if he's held to a promise magically, like with a gay spell.
Basically, if there's any item, piece of paper, anything that would
You
basically
want
be a
George
form.
to check his pockets from 50 feet away?
No, I want him to see if there's anything obviously on with like a
Okay.
perception roll.
Sure.
I'm looking for. Listen, okay. I'm attempting options here.
17.
Detect magic. Now, other than the fact that you would probably go blind for the next minute, would at least be able to tell you what's magical on him and the type of magic it is. So, if you know the types of school that this magic can have, it might help you. But you can try and go visually also.
George doesn't have detect magic prepared,
Okay.
so visually would be a 17 perception check.
He is practically naked. He's got pants, but he is bare chest. Only have bracers, a ring, and his weapon. That's all.
Okay, so probably not a physical contract that can be like destroyed. At least that Jorg can see. I was hoping the wizard liked paper.
The bracers, which you can see on him, he would probably be able to tell that it's similar to the bracers of defense because he saw them. The ring, he's never seen one like this one. And his blade, well, it's his blade. It's extremely difficult to tell. But it does look unusually sharp.
I think George's just gonna try to dispel magic.
Okay.
To do anything.
Does he need to make a roll, or is there nothing to dispel?
Jorg would need to make a roll, I think. So make the roll for Jorg.
Don't forget he also gets a D10.
Yeah. Oh. I don't think he'd need it. That's a 22.
Okay.
Unless he's got a 14th level spell.
Sure.
No. Jorg would notice a small difference in how the ring he has on his finger glows. That's it. So it took down
Something
something.
happened.
Took down something. Good job, Jorg.
And he's gonna go high.
And then he is gonna go hide. Dispel! Shit! Okay. Alright, so that's the 20s. Remy with a 17.
I mean, if we're for the time being, like, how well does it seem like the protective dome is doing its job?
The dome took a hit. It is visible, but not to the point where it is crumbling. So it is still above 50%. I'd probably even go as far as saying 60% of its hit point. So if the hit that it took is an average hit that he can do on this, you estimate that if he concentrate every attack of every turn, he's gonna take 3 turns to get through it.
Okay.
So 18
Well,
seconds.
I mean, the real unfortunate part is that a lot of spells that Raimi uses targets creatures.
There
and
needs to
frankly,
be something
even-
visible. It's not like Hold Monster doesn't have anything visible. He just has abilities which gives him advantage to resist that. He can, for something to be dispelled, there need to be something physical, magical, going his direction. So he can intercept a Melf acid arrow, but he can't intercept a Hold Monster.
Well, the other part is that, like, at least based on the last roll that he made against it, for example, Wisdom saving throw, it's like he has stupidly high bonuses.
You can, if you want a good reference for how high his save could be, the Blade Master is essentially a warrior monk. So
get
you're
him with
trying
those
to attack a
insidious,
monk.
baby.
Wisdom save will be his strongest of all save.
Get him with the charisma saves.
I don't know if Framey has any of those.
I don't know if either. I don't know if I have any, to be honest.
But you're right.
The other one with the
And
banshee
Remy
web.
would probably easily be able to recognize this. He is insanely good at what he is doing, and you are most likely just gonna annoy him. But then again, audience did just say that that is the goal. Delay him for the extra 30-second, maybe minute that the exiled need to finish his attunement. Piss him off.
Good job, Fisher. You got a job. We need you to die for the cause here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's one way to annoy him.
Go.
Well, I'm kind of banking on this one mostly. It's like,
Okay.
how quickly did he move it around? Just roughly how much he was able to move?
400 feet. And he can jump most of that distance.
We saw him jump very far. You don't
Well,
know.
audience, you would know that he can actually jump the same length as he can walk. It is a great leap. It's one of their ability. He can make a great leap the same distance as he can
Yeah.
walk.
He's a
in
monk. He has
turn.
ridiculous movement speed. But, like, height.
I mean, I'm not sure if we can actually really delay him then if he can just move 400 feet.
Well, I don't think we're trying to... Yeah, we're trying to...
We are trying to delay him, that's the thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think we can keep him away from the dome besides getting him to, like, fight us. Potentially. I think we tried that.
Right now, the question is, can you delay him long enough to win by default?
Honestly, then for this turn, okay, I'm just gonna do this then, because it's been. Oh, wait, hold on. That's visible though. Never mind. You understand why this is difficult.
Oh no, I completely understand. This is why I haven't told you yet. Does that mean that Remy freezes in front of this and loses his turn? Because I understand this is ridiculously hard. This is not the kind of combat
Oh, you
that
know what?
you know you can
I have
win.
another body in here. Let's get Magna in here for...
Okay,
Magna
cool.
hasn't been involved. Let's get Magna's initiative in here. Magna's initiative is gonna be 13.
Okay.
I mean, basically, I think really the only way that this works is, at least as far as like something that I can do for the next 3 rounds.
Yep.
It's like is try to bank on him eventually rolling poorly on a save,
Okay.
and so that's what I'm gonna do.
Banishment.
So Raimi is
The best
going
success
to
you can
like
have.
first hide himself.
The best success you can have is if he rolls poorly and then he decides that he needs to knock you out. Because you're going to buy probably a full round to the dome if he comes after you. Maybe more if you can manage to have him chase you. Everything
The first thing I'm going to
counts.
do is try to hide.
Okay.
I don't know what his perception is, but let's. Oh, I got to roll another one because I still have advantage.
You should already have advantage on him. You're still at high, but audience is next to him.
That's not.
Well, I have advantage also because I still have Boots of Elvenkind.
Okay,
Like,
yes.
he's trying to get his. If he's hidden from a target, they get disadvantage on their saving throw against him.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be a total of 32.
Okay. So now I should tell you if that worked or not.
I mean, like, you can tell me because I'm going to do the same thing regardless.
Okay.
Uh,
That is exactly what you need to beat his passive perception.
oh,
Hell yeah.
well, in which case, it's,
Thanks to audience being in front of him, you just managed to, for a brief moment, roll out of his visual perception and hide for a brief moment. While you do,
the audience now has a glorious mustache on his face, and Cord needs to
Excellent.
make a wisdom saving throw against Tasha's hideous laughter.
alright, what does he need to beat it?
My DC is a 17.
17. He beats it. Wisdom, you said?
Yes.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage, okay.
Yeah, that's the main feature.
Yeah.
Is that
so
if
the
I'm
lower
hidden
of
from a
whatever
target?
the roll was, because I think he gets advantage. He gets a straight roll basically instead of.
Alright. Yeah, no. Alright. He casts the spell, the mustache appears. For a brief moment, you have a moment where you say, yes, it's good, it worked, because he looks at the audience and he just goes, and he just stops there. The spell did not.
I mean, I'll still rebarbs if he succeeded. I'm not using my other spells right now.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again. No, that roll was even higher, so.
And then I'm going to give advantage to audience.
Okay.
Cool.
My turn served two purposes.
There you go.
Everything counts. This is not the type of encounter that was planned so that at the end, every decision you take doesn't matter because the last fight is ridiculously hard. Everything you do still counts. You can still do good things, things that will earn you something in the end. It is not done. Everything you do, I still count it right now.
So far, I'm liking the dome idea. The dome seemed important.
All right. That was Remy, which means
Yeah, those are all my actions. Yeah.
Onek.
I don't think there's anyone to heal yet, unless he can cast Mend on the fucking dome.
I'm not sure that
still not full.
I'm not sure that wouldn't work. Fisher, you want to be healed? You're right next to Onek. If you say heal, he's going to heal you.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have anything he can hit Core
Well,
with.
he's got spells which he can use, but his
I think
He's not currently coming after me, so I'd say go after
him. Okay. Okay.
do any debilitating stuff.
Okay.
I'm now going through all my saves I've never looked at to see if I have any, like, not wisdom saving throws. What's this?
No, you can't use that. Alright, well, of course, he can absolutely do something. Just want to make sure that it's not going to injure audience.
If it's area of effect, audience will be fine.
Okay.
unfortunate I used that spell.
That wouldn't be... Alright, well, he's gonna go with a plain and normal barrage of razor leaves. Well, he's gonna try anyway. So he's gonna cast it here. Alright, so 3, 4, 5. Okay. And he's got... Oh, cool. 2 leaves actually land. Of course, you know, I rolled 1 and 1. Okay, that's better for the other one. Okay. From where he is, he throws a whole bunch of leaves. Only 2 of them manage to injure. Well, at this point, it's still not injuries. It's really just he had to move. But points were lost. One thing that is becoming apparent right now, something is making him resistant to most damage that you did so far.
Okay.
Audience, you know that it's a possibility, you just never seen it used. Stone, those who are stone, they do have the ability to become resistant to damage, but it is a concentration ability. It is possible to make him lose that.
That resistance.
Yeah. But only you know that, so it's up to you if you want to communicate everything to everyone. Alright, so Ovenak threw these little leaves Ninja Star and managed to do a little bit of damage. That was Ovenak, which means Magna with 13.
Magna is gonna try and grapple him.
Okay. A little bit of wrestling with the...
Yeah, which I guess I'll roll d20. Okay. Plus 2. It's like 16. So yeah, 16.
To hit? That's not enough.
Okay.
Oh, a grapple? No, that's...
Yeah, it'd be contested strength rolls or athletic rolls.
However, it does give you a little bit more insight because Magna is now in contact and tries to grapple with him.
Alright.
And she informs you that he has strength beyond anything she has ever seen.
Well, audience is taking a punch, so he believes her. Alright, that's Magna's turn.
Okay. So, we are an hour after our normal time. This would be the beginning of the next round. Because you did say to everyone, do not directly engage him.
But what am I me?
Sorry?
Yeah, Fisher.
9.
Oh, 9,
9.
of course, sorry. Because at the beginning I said 19, sorry. I thought your turn was done. Go ahead.
No. I am gonna try hold person. Because
Okay.
that's the only
Oh, should have been higher.
What do we think?
You do know that
I mean,
for
wisdom
you,
is still probably his worst out of wisdom, strength, or constitution, right?
which one?
He said wisdom was his highest.
It's a warrior monk. So wisdom.
They're all
And
going to be high.
dexterity.
We need int and charisma saves. Unfortunately, I don't think our party has a lot of.
Between strength and constitution. And wisdom.
I gave up my intelligence save spell so that I could have more third level spells.
Fair enough.
Fisher, even also for you specifically, you know that he's gonna double judge anything you do.
Yeah. Honestly, Fisher, it might just be better for you to fucking attack him and try and get him to. I don't know.
To attack me back.
And this is the thing you have to consider. If his goal is to kill the exiled, then his contract ends when the exile is dead. Meaning that if you're in the vicinity, he goes after you after. But if his contract implies taking the exile back to somewhere else, then you might have a chance to survive this.
I mean, I assume it's not killing the exiled. The wizard would have literally zero reason to kill the exiled unless you want to run experiments on a corpse afterwards. Everything I've known about wizards, it wouldn't make sense.
Antasia did say that the wizard was acting out of character. So, there's a chance. So, Fisher. What do you do?
I am gonna just try hold person.
Hold person? Okay.
And hope he rolls low.
And what is the save?
18. Wisdom.
Well, right off the bat, that's what I rolled. 18. So.
Dang.
That is the number on the dice, 18. So.
What's the number of its save, though?
Oh, you want to know what that does with all bonus? Yes. Wisdom. 34.
Okay.
Yes, he does have a plus 16 on wisdom. Save.
Alright. Then I will up on the wall though. Try to start moving down towards him.
It's 20 feet to jump to the what remains of the armory, and you can jump another 20 feet. If not, you're 40 feet high. You know, you can Misty Step or...
Well, that's the thing, I can't Misty Step, so I just cast a spell.
I know, I'm just giving you options.
Yeah. I'll drop to the armory and then drop to the ground.
Alright. Dexterity save to see if you stay on your feet. 20 feet.
16.
Okay, you stay on your feet. And that's 2d6 fall damage. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Bit hard on the knees. Ugh, 20 feet.
That will be... I'll stay up here. That'll be my turn.
Okay. And I forgot to roll for her. She does try and attack him with a fully charged ballista attack. Which means it's Damn, she misses just by not by a lot. She fires this fully charged ballista attack with a 32 to hit, and he just dodges it. It makes a huge impact on the ground. It creates this. Oh, good lord, I forgot the name. Impact row on the floor. What is?
Crater?
Sorry. No, not a crater. You know, when you just move forward and create this trench. Trench, yeah, it works. The impacts create a long trench, reaching almost all the way to the wall behind. He just dodged it. Not extremely easily with a 32, but still managed to dodge it.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the end of first round. Like I said, it's an hour over time. I'm not gonna force you to keep going for another round. We can end it here for tonight and finish the fight next episode. Or we can go in another round. It's really up to you.
I'd say we finish here.
Finish here? Okay.
Yeah.
There's a chance I can be.
And I think it's going to give you all time to try and think of how do we slow that thing down. Just a little bit.
I know what my next turn is. I don't think it's gonna work, but I can do it with a full round of actions.
And like I said, everything you're doing still counts. And everything that was said, if there's something that happened so far, premonitions, hints, anything like that I've given you, and they haven't fully been revealed yet, that you feel like, I don't think that you were talking about this, I can tell you right now that everything I have told you hasn't been wasted. So if it hasn't come to pass, it may still be relevant for what's happening. All right. I'm just hoping that the slight lethargy that I'm feeling with all three of you is because of fatigue and not because I've completely broken your will to keep fighting.
I'm just thinking. I'm just reading a lot. I'm reading stuff I've don't normally have to look at.
Okay, good.
I mean, there's not really just that much, especially given now that we have an idea of how big his saving throws are. I know for a fact that I specifically am going to struggle to find things to do over the next couple rounds.
I mean, I can tell you what I'm going to do on my next turn. I'm going to action open my interdimensional stage. I'm going to step in. I'm going to bonus action compel duel. I don't know if the compel duel is going to work.
It's a wisdom save. Right?
It's a wisdom save.
It is a wisdom save.
What's your DC?
Because if your save is 17 or lower, he can't fail it.
The rule still says that the natural one is always a failure.
That is true. But no, I don't have anything over 17.
Or
so
attack rolls.
So what I could also do...
I thought it was attack and save.
That's just attack rolls.
It's just attacks. I think that...
Mind you, it's a common house rule, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could also not do the compelled duel part of it. I could also open my dimensional sports stage and go for an athletics roll, which I probably would have a better chance of trying to maybe shove him into the dimensional storage space. But slightly higher chance.
I still think you should just
Try
try
to
and
whip him?
banish him again.
Okay, but I have to beat a 32 with a plus 11. Alright, sorry, higher than a 32.
With a plus 11, a d4, and a d10.
And a d10 on one of them.
And you have advantage on your next action.
That is true. So at least on my next action, I could try.
So yeah,
Realistically, what does
think
that
about
put me at?
everything you can.
20.
This
See
is
if I roll
not
like
meant to be
17.
easy, and he is going to try and pierce
17,
through all of that.
I just don't know if the banishing. I mean, the banishing whip is a.
It's
banishment. It's a DC 17. What though?
Charisma. Banishment is charisma save.
So
Yeah.
okay, so there might be a shot at that. I don't know what his charisma bonus is, but
All
probably
right.
lower.
If Terry was out, we'd have more intelligence saves. But I'm not going to take Terry out. So.
Well, he is out of a lot of spells. He did burn through a lot of spells against the purple worm.
Yeah, I don't think he has any psychic lances left.
Yeah, because I have command and compelled duel, but those are both wisdom.
Yeah.
So, if you ever want to take Terry out,
I have warding bond, but I don't have a pair of platinum rings. So
he's got chain lightning, immolation, telekinesis. He has the spell banishment. He just would need to use a higher level spell because he doesn't have any level 4 spell slot left. He's got Thinking Cloud, Lightning Bolt, Counterspell, Tasha's Mind Whip, and he has his own barrier. Which he
I
could...
could try...
Yep.
I could try remove curse if we consider the contract a curse, but I don't know.
That's not.
I know.
Nothing's magically compelling him to take this contract. He's just an ass.
I know. I'm joking. I don't think this wizard's a demon.
His core isn't exactly an ass. He likes the challenge.
Yeah, but the level he takes it to makes him an asshole. That's still how that works.
Okay.
You can be competitive to the point you're an asshole. That's why a lot of people are assholes.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Because they're too competitive.
I'll give you that without that. All right. So, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a pleasant whatever part of it is, wherever you are in the world. Hope you found whatever it was you were looking for. If you want to support, we got X, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, a link below for donation. Only donate if you can afford it. And you can always simply spread the word of the channel. All of those help. Schedule-wise, Wednesday live broadcast, 7:30 Western Coast time. The rebroadcast is Friday, 7:30, but Eastern Coast time. Did I say twice Eastern Coast? They both are 7:30, but Wednesday it's 7:30 Western Coast time, and Friday it's 7:30 Eastern Coast time. That's rebroadcast, and in between we got world building and map making with me at 9:30 East Coast time, because that's where I live. And that's it. That's everything we can say. If we're Friday, stay tuned. If we got 3 raiders or more, I'm trying to raid someone. And that's it. So, thank you all for being here. See you again next week. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Jenny.
Good night.
All right.